Mexico, Venezuela, Celimen, Acosta. A record-setting evening, perhaps. We'll find out when the smoke clears as we go head-to-head. Both still early days in their MMA career, all even on the height. Acosta with a 3-inch height advantage. We're in the flyweight division. Beside the main event, this is a great opportunity to move up that pecking order, both ranked in the top 10. A winner here takes a huge jump. You can bet your bottom dollar. It's all set. Enough of our yapping. Let's get it off to Lupe Contreras.
Este es el evento estelar de esta noche. 3 vueltas, división peso mosca. This is the main event of the evening. 3 rounds. In the flyweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Richard Green Jr., Eliseo Rodríguez y Theodore Kruger. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando en la esquina azul, vestida de amarillo, presenting the blue corner, wearing yellow. Marcó un peso oficial de 125 libras y media. She registered an official weight of 125½ pounds. Entra por cuarta ocasión a la jaula, con 2 victorias y 1 derrota. She enters la jaula for the 4th time as a professional, with 2 victories against 1 lone defeat. De Maracaibo, Venezuela, Mariel, la araña Celimen. Su contraria en la esquina roja, vestida de azul, her opponent in the red corner, wearing blue. Su peso oficial, 124 libras. Her official weight, 124 pounds. Esta noche, regresa a la jaula en su 5º combate profesional, con 2 victorias y 2 derrotas. Tonight, she makes her return into la jaula for the 4th time as a pro, with 2 victories and 2 losses. Fighting straight out of TJ, Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, la Loba, Lucero Acosta. El referee, Marcos Pérez.
Marcos Perez, the 3rd inside the jaula. La Loba, the she-wolf, as it's translated. I talked to Lupe Contreras earlier. I said, you're not the most ballyhooed Lupe inside the jaula tonight. He says, I'm okay with it. And we are ready for the main event. Juliana, you were there with Maria Celimen. What did you read of her? What did she say anything?
No, she didn't.
Locked in.
Focused.
Celimen in the Venezuelan yellow, center of the jaula.
Nice little Mexican uppercut there from Acosta, Loba.
Look, right from the start, guys.
Beautiful frame.
Yep.
Gorgeous frame. She says, you're not taking me down. Shuck it.
Underhooks there for Acosta, in and out. And we heard from Celimen that she knew she's going to do some of the stand-up, but anything to set up a submission attempt. Ground game is where she is the reina.
Loba, the charismatic one, calling out Celimen. Let's trade, let's go.
Heavy hands. Acosta says she's really worked on her all-round game.
Oh. JP, I mean, Celimen right from the start.
Do you know what that? Do you know what that means right here? That means. That's what she's saying. She's howling.
Got a good foundation set, feet firmly on the ground for Acosta. Has made some mistakes in her MMA career, and that led to defeat to Chantel Coates, a split decision that she thought she won. That was back in August of 2021. Has had a year off where she's really been able to build through training to become a much more complete fighter.
She said she had that ankle injury. She's a lot better now. And when you look at Celimen, Max and JP, you gotta remember this lady would have been undefeated in her pro career if it wasn't for that headbutt incident that she had.
Yeah. So deceptive records for sure when you talk about these two. It was a DQ headbutt to Jasmine Navarrete. That was back in September of last year for Celimen.
Nice, beautiful Muay Thai stance there for La Loba. Ooh, and a big, huge right hand. Misses, but you can tell there's a ton of power on it. Celimen, good eyes.
Those right hands, if they connect, Celimen could be in some hot water. Nothing's gone through yet. Big knee, close quarters.
Celimen needs to use her hands to set up her shot timing.
Ooh.
She's got to set it up.
Celimen now peppering away.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful takedown defense by La Loba.
La Loba's boxing, you can tell has improved a lot. She's coming in with those punches very tight.
She's good with the kicks too, and she's good with the elbows too. She's absolutely shown that she has rounded out her game overall.
Great start to this fight. Both looking to pick their spots. No quarter given, none taken. Leg sweep attempt there from Acosta.
Acosta, La Loba, her leg kicks are strong. Nicely done, nice left hook sneaks in there by Celimen.
You can see they know what's at stake.
This time, though, all those nerves
you
are
can
gone.
see the
That's
boxing prowess, Rodolfo,
Yeah,
in
you see
Acosta.
it.
Those
Yeah.
are sharp strikes. Those are arms and fists that have been built to throw.
And
That right hand was solid from La Loba. Solid.
Crisp.
We were curious. I was very curious, Julian, to see how this fight would start, to see the perspective, to see how locked in. They have both proven that they have taken this very, very seriously.
Well, Acosta too, she's got a confidence about her that is saying anything that you come my way is going to be denied, and you can feel that confidence starting to air out as the fight and the round continues. She's growing more and more confident as the round's coming to a close with 90 seconds left, and that's definitely going to play into her favor as we go into the second round, because when you have that confidence and that you can't touch me, and she hasn't been able to touch her, that's a recipe for success for your La Loba.
Yeah, Celimen said that Loba has good boxing and good kicks, and surely we're seeing it today, but great takedown. And anytime the Celimen comes in for a takedown, she defends it quite well.
Beautiful takedown defense so far by La Loba that we've seen, but that was a perfect shot
chance.
timing by
Got it.
Celimen. Perfect shot timing by Celimen.
Under a minute to go in this opening round. Two fighters born and raised in Combate.
She got her down.
Gorgeous
And a chance to maybe
takedown.
grab this round late for Celimen.
She got to lock her hands. She has to lock her hands. There she is. Now she's got to pull her off of the fence. Nicely done by Celimen. She's got to pull her off of the fence.
Trying to grab those wrists, Acosta, to make sure she doesn't go down in a very tightly contested round. A takedown here switches it into Celimen's perspective,
La
perhaps.
Loba holding onto the cage there. She gets warned by the referee. Nice, beautiful head position. You have to take her down. You got to pull her off of the fence, Celimen. You have to pull her off of the fence.
Got 18 seconds to do so.
There it is. There's another outside trip takedown.
We're going to get to a second round. Intention shown in those first 5 minutes. Some eye contact on the way out. Some blood also on the right brow of Acosta.
Said they collect that first round action, just connecting from the start. Great boxing from La Loba. Celimen got caught there, but she timed it perfectly. Go for a takedown, but Loba's takedown defense has been on point today. Lots of charisma in this bout. Calling out Celimen to, hey, let's go dance. Let's go in the center of the aula. Let's throw down.
Both corners probably have to be pretty happy about how their fighter's gone, but a lot to digest.
They're very smart. They're both playing a smart fight.
Yep. Second round is here, and we await with bated breath to see how the judges scored that opening round. We knew it was close. Max Pretos, Rodolfo Roman, and the triumphant return of the Venezuelan Vixen, Juliana Peña, to the broadcast position.
What I sense, JP, here, they started off slow, and it's like they're building up the momentum.
I like how you whispered
little by
there.
little.
I really got
well,
that.
you got to build up the hype, the suspense, man. It's a big fight.
Speaking of suspense, let's figure out what adjustments these ladies are going to make cutting into that round two. That was a beautiful combination by La Loba.
Acosta
Uppercut
approaching
in
it.
her right hand.
Starting the second round much the way she started the first.
Crisp, crisp. Her punches are sharp. Nice, that Mexican uppercut coming right out the middle guard of Celimen. Beautiful job by La Loba, nice striking.
Celimen takes center of the jaula again.
Little left hook sneaks in there by Celimen.
Been impressed with the takedown defense from Acosta, something that she needed to work on it would appear in this 13 months since she last fought. She's worked on it. Here's a chance to prove it. And she snuffed it. No, she had down backside and into the guard.
Nicely done. Beautiful shot timing by Celimen. She continued to run through the wall. She continued running her feet. She continued to cut the corner in order to complete that takedown, and she did it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But right now, she needs to be careful getting her hands back, not putting them in the T-zone. Don't get armbarred. Don't get triangled. Don't allow her to control your posture by holding onto these arms. And that's all Acosta is going to do right now, because she knows that she's in a disadvantage by being on the fence, or on the back, or on the, excuse me. She knows that she's at a disadvantage by being on the floor. And that is not right by what the ref just did.
You should not have stood him up?
No effing way.
I thought it was early too, JP.
I can't believe it. I'm so angry. Do you know how hard she's been trying to get to take to get that position? Yeah. This guy just wants to be important.
And they were working.
I can't believe it. It angers me. It angers me.
And this bit plate, look, Acosta wants a stand-up fight. She gets her wish here.
Of course, of course. And she knows the only way to do that is just hold on for dear life and wait for the referees to stand her back up. She got what she wanted, so that was nice for her. And I'm happy for her, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that if my style is to take you down, I finally take you down, and the second that I get taken down, you stand me back up, I'm coming for you after the fight. That's all I'm saying.
Sweet. The volume of strikes from Acosta has slowed down here in round 2.
And I think this is similar to what Celimen did in the previous fight against Tyler, where Tyler was winning the fight, but she just broke her down little by little until she was able to get that submission in the 3rd round.
Oh, big knee. Celimen upstairs. Yeah. About 200 people inside the studio here. There would be more if you could, but this is a select crowd allowed to see this massive event. You get to see it at home.
La Loba, she's got such great striking. She's nice and composed in her striking. Right before that segment, Max, she threw a beautiful jab that landed clean.
Celimen with the striking.
Nicely done, Celimen.
La Loba's face is pretty telling. There's a few scratches and cuts.
She's going back to that calf kick. She did about 2, 3, 4 times in that 1st round.
Acosta, who debuted with Combate 2019, 4 fights between then and August of 2021, going back and forth, wins and losses. Celimen, her debut, May of 2021. She has had 3 fights within 11 months under the Combate banner.
Now notice the change in dynamics where Acosta was throwing a lot more, and now we see that the volume is slowing down a little bit because she knows that Celimen is timing that and trying to get the takedown. So she's not throwing quite as much as she was before.
Not only that, JP, but similar. She's very redundant with her same stuff over and over. Maybe experiment a little bit, work the body more.
That was a slip by Acosta, was not created by Celimen.
They see the 1-2 and then the calf kick. That's what I've been seeing repetitively from La Loba.
And it's been working. She's got nice heavy calf kicks. She's doing great with those calf kicks. Nice right hook lands by Celimen. And another straight right lands perfectly for Celimen. That was beautiful.
Acosta could see those coming. Can't do much about it. The scales are being tilted towards the Venezuelan.
Nicely done by Celimen.
Celimen's like a shark.
Oh, good left hand by Acosta. Overhand right.
She's smelling the blood, guys.
Stand up favors Acosta, but Celimen showing her wherewithal. We are heading to the final seconds of round 2.
Nice shot timing, stuffed by La Loba, but she didn't really commit on that one, Celimen.
It's more like a feint.
We could have an all-level fight heading to the 3rd round. What else could you ask? We are back, and we were touching on the slip from Acosta. There was an issue earlier in the fight card.
Beautiful jab by La Loba. It opens up that exchange into the 3rd and final.
Gotta get it going. Staying on the feet.
Again with that jab. She's got a great jab. Nice shot timing by Mariel.
Acosta drops the hips.
And she's almost got it. Lock those hands.
I tell you,
she's almost got it.
It is night and day, the takedown defense from Acosta. Much, much better since the last time we saw her.
She's going to pull her off the fence now.
Celimen has
Keep
strong
those hands
wrestling.
locked.
Acosta training in San Diego. Says physically and mentally set, recovering from that fractured ankle from her fight in December.
Kimura.
Look at the scorecard, all even.
La Loba's got a Kimura locked on there. Oh, nicely done, and back to the center they go. That was a nice attempt by Mariel.
This is it. It comes down to the third round. Whoever wins this round wins the fight.
Nice jab by La Loba.
Can't write a better story than this, guys.
But that is where the open scoring pays off.
Right.
We waited for it. Big main event. Now we know. You have the information. It's all down here. The question is, which of these fighters, or do both of these fighters have that information as well? Nothing in there behind Celimen's takedown. Came in way too high. And now it swings back in the favor of Acosta. Celimen, who's fighting out of the Goat Shed Academy here in Miami.
You can't write a better story, guys. 1-1, even.
Both, when in doubt, jab out. Both girls jabbing at the same time.
We were asking about the similarities, single moms, fighting hard, and Mariel Celimen was asked, because I don't think we have the similarities. Very different. You can see the differences here in the styles.
Loba's offense have come down a lot.
Nice jab again by La Loba. La Loba's jab is great.
Yep.
Nice shot time for Celimen, but she gets stuffed, and La Loba says, I got nothing for me.
Yeah, she's upset because she keeps shooting in, but Celimen, she has a game plan.
Better execute it now. You're down to under 3 minutes to go in the fight.
Nicely done by La Loba with those jabs. Her striking is really the story here in this bout. Nice leg kick by La Loba.
Massive matchup in the flyweight division in the women's rankings, where we've talked to the powers that be at Combate. Almost 60% of the viewership for Combate is women. What an incredible change, when you would have never thought that just a few years ago. Now you have the participation and the viewership.
Nice combination there with the right hook landing for La Loba, but Celimen answers back, and again with the jab with La Loba.
That's been the story, JP, that
left
jab.
hand.
It has. You got to use your hands to set up your takedowns. If it looks ugly, it looks ugly, but you got to get those hands locked.
Celimen, the number 4 ranked flyweight. Number 5 ranked flyweight is Acosta. The number 1 is Maritza Sanchez. Melissa Maya, number 2. I'm sure they're tuning in. See if they can get next. Acosta with a big right hand. And she's been inspired by it. She's coming in on the front foot.
Loba's going in.
Here we go.
La Loba smells blood in the water.
90 seconds to go.
No, nice jab. She's got such a great
Celimen
jab.
backing up.
I don't know, but I think she chugged an energy drink or a cafecito because she just picked up this pace all of a
The
sudden.
eye is swelling shut. The left eye of Celimen is swelling shut. Nice timing, finally.
Nothing in the takedown.
Almost.
Celimen looks tired.
If Celimen gets that takedown, though, that could be it.
La Loba. We're going to have a timeout here. Something. She looks groggy. Celimen holding onto the cage. Not looking.
They're checking the swelling underneath the left eye of Celimen. They're checking to make sure that her eye is okay enough for her to
It
continue.
happened fast.
Oh, it's the eye, guys. Yeah.
Oh boy.
The left eye.
And that's what's affected her. She's worth, but she.
What? They're gonna keep going with the.
Okay.
Celimen guillotine attempt here.
Celimen going for a single leg with the head on the outside. That's dangerous because she could get caught in a guillotine, but she's going for it, and she's actually syncing up the other leg too. She's going for broke here, and I like
Acosta
it.
not going anywhere. She is keeping her feet.
Single leg with the head on the outside. She could get guillotined here. She needs to be careful because La Loba's locking her hands.
Celimen stuck. 30 seconds to go. Lucero Acosta said she's been working.
Lucero Acosta's gonna choke her in a guillotine, you guys.
Celimen running out. The air not getting.
She's gonna choke her in
her
this
brain.
guillotine.
Tight.
You guys, she's gonna choke her.
Oh, Acosta!
No, but that takedown could be it. If she can get it.
The she-wolf sound has been yelled throughout La Jaula.
It's a head and arm guillotine. I couldn't see from the angle. Never mind, she's good.
She said she was working on her craft. She was working on her game.
Boy.
The proof is in the pudding. Lucero Acosta, the best we've ever seen her.
The improvement is there, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I guess they will have a cup of coffee afterwards.
Incredible. We could hear it. It's always lip service. Go, I've been working on this. You go, okay, let's see it. She did. Wouldn't get taken down. Dictated the fight. Got better as the fight wore on. The main event we've all been waiting for. Leaves us with a lot to talk about. And it would appear Lucero Acosta will be victorious. Nothing guaranteed. And we'll return to get the official decision. Remember, it was all square after 2 rounds on the official scorecards. Let's see if she did enough. Official decision, and Lupe Contreras is next. Awaiting the official decision. There is a lot of anticipation in the room. Mariel Celimen, a pretty nasty injury to her left eye. It was all level after 2 rounds, but who won the 3rd? Let's find out. Lupe Contreras.
Después de 3 vueltas, los jueces están de acuerdo con tarjetas de 29 a 28 after 3 rounds. The judges are in agreement with identical scores of 29 to 28. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, a favor de la vencedora por decisión unánime. La Loba, Lucero Acosta.
Big target, and there's one right on the back of Jawy Mendez. Look at the age. He is 9 years older than his opponent. Also, Johan Rodriguez, a significant height advantage, significant reach advantage as well. The reality star taking on Johan Rodriguez in his MMA debut. Beatrice, get it going.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. A un peso pactado de 176 libras, we continue with much more action this bout. At a cash weight of 176 pounds, los jueces son the judges are John Rupert, James Lázaro, and Jonathan Lane. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing yellow, vestido de amarillo, su peso oficial, 174 libras, his official weight, 174 pounds. Esta noche, entra a la jaula a hacer su debut profesional. Tonight, he enters la jaula to make his professional debut. De Charalá, Santander, Colombia, vía Phoenix, Johan Samurai Rodríguez. His opponent on the red corner, su oponente en la esquina roja, wearing green, vestido de verde, su peso oficial, 174.8 libras, his official weight, 174.8 pounds. Esta noche también hace su debut como profesional. Tonight, he makes his professional debut. De sangre mexicana de Mexico City, Jawy Mendez. El referee, Alan Abeles.
In the locker room, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch him up, go ahead. Come out, fight. Rupert.
Jawy Mendez in the green. His opponent, Johan Rodriguez in the yellow from Colombia.
Fight, are you ready? Fight!
Round number 1, we are underway.
All right, the start of this is going to tell us the story, Jimmy. How Jawy walks in. Is he going to be fast-paced? Is he going to be patient? Oh, there's some feints. Kind of loopy there.
Coming in with a lot of energy from the beginning.
That's what I was afraid of right there.
Right into a clinch position.
But look, you can't take any
Rodriguez
credit
around
away
the body, easy
straight down to the
takedown.
floor.
Also into full mount right away. It's exactly
this is
where
deep
you
waters,
don't want to
Jimmy.
be.
You never want to be in this position, especially if it's your first one.
Oh my God, early in the round, bone dry. Very tough to escape.
But look,
not even a minute in.
Jawy already won, Jimmy. It takes a lot of heart and guts to get inside La Jaula and compete. Say what you want to say.
Yeah, very, very true, but you're about to earn your stripes.
That arm's
Full
right
mount,
there,
4
Jimmy.
minutes left. Yep, sticking that arm up.
Giving it away.
No real mount escape so far.
Jawy told me he's been training for a good year in mixed martial arts.
Well, whatever he was training, it wasn't mount escapes. 'Cause he's trying to punch his way out. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get caught here. He's already in big trouble.
Right now, just flailing his way out, not using
Man,
the
there's the arm bar.
bar.
It's breaking away. And he might be tapping
It's like
out.
it might be done.
Nice.
Mendez
Going away,
able to
Jim.
go
Were
over
you
the top.
surprised?
Almost
Okay.
into a triangle.
Okay, Jimmy.
Walking over
Hey.
the body.
Hey,
Not
never
over yet.
underestimate
Very
your
good.
opponent. Never underestimate him. He's already 1 point in my book. Good way of striking to the legs.
Johan Rodriguez sees this as the biggest opportunity of his career.
Oh, you never would he make have a heel hook there if he was able to
Yeah,
catch that
stopped
one.
right into a leg lock.
But what Jawy needs to do, he needs to slow down a bit. He's already, you can see he's a little breathing hard already. Look at his stance, he's loose. He's gonna get caught, Jimmy. He needs to slow down the pace. He's too excited.
Hands very, very low.
Yep.
Rodriguez
He's breathing hard.
staying mellow.
He
Walks
crashed,
right
he lost
into
his
a right
footing.
hand.
And Johan knows it. He's just waiting for the right timing.
Mendez right now trying to attack, but trying to get his win back.
You know, for
We are
those
barely halfway through round number 1.
for those who might be tuning in for the first time, on the ground is the most hard, difficult position in MMA, Jimmy.
When you find yourself with an opponent on top and throwing punches like that, it takes all the energy out of you. Jawy Mendez now having to come back, was able to get out because Rodriguez went for the armbar.
But this is
Oh, beautiful
He felt
leg
that one.
kick.
Now this is a good chance for him to catch his breath. He has to put those legs up because he's gonna get caught. He threw a loopy over right hand and left just himself exposed.
Easy counter from Rodriguez.
Jawy needs to use some jabs here to keep away. He can't stop throwing those haymakers.
Mendez now understanding what it takes, not just to get in La Jaula, but to have success in La Jaula. Oh, good left hand!
Jimmy!
What a comeback, Jimmy! If Mendez can get the finish!
Oh man, Jimmy! Can you imagine this? He has to stop it now. They cannot go to the second round.
Rodriguez hanging on, ending up on top. That inexperience of Mendez
Oh man.
had his man hurt and could not capitalize.
People here are hands shocked.
But to your point, Rodriguez just didn't keep his guard up.
Well,
Thought
you
he
got
had
to-
this one in the bag.
You can't get too confident, Jimmy.
You can't say this hasn't been a fun one, Rodolfo.
No, it has everything to a reality show.
All right, knee over the belly, right into full mount yet again. 52 seconds left in round number 1.
What Jawy can hope for is that the time just passes and makes it to the second.
Mendez now trying to explode out, but leaving that right arm behind.
All right, now we
Rodriguez,
got something for Jawy.
good job bailing out.
Again, yes, he can't be throwing just loopy punches. Yeah, again, it ain't a reality show brawl here. It's an MMA fight, and I know you're new to the game, Jawy, but you need to just calm down, take a deep breath.
What do they say? Rodolfo, never set a pace you can't keep.
Right.
You throw 15 big bombs in the first minute, you better be ready to throw them the entire time.
He might be saved by the bell and make it to the second round, Jimmy.
Well,
He's
7
already-
seconds left, and Rodriguez teeing off with short punches. But we will see a round number 2 from the reality star. Welcome back to a round number 2 we didn't think we'd see. Johan Rodriguez in the yellow taking on reality star Jawy Mendez in the green, and Mendez in all kinds of trouble in round number 1. But landed a big shot, got back in this fight.
Jawy has to come into the second round already with a lot of confidence. I will work a little bit here on my guard, really himself really open, but how much energy did he use up in that first round? Did he? This is going to come, and he's coming in with that right. His hands are coming in, and the feet are right behind him. That's something that he has to work on in the tool shed.
Say leaning over your feet.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Punches, yeah, got to be over your feet, over your hips.
Fight.
And look at his exhaustion. His hands are in his hip.
Exhausted.
Looked up, he is exhausted. Reminds me of my first fight, Jamie. Right after I felt like I got hit by a transformer.
Oh, good double leg from Johan Rodriguez to get the takedown. No surprise, we have open scoring here at Combate Global. 10-9 on all three judges' scorecards for Johan Rodriguez in round number 1. Round number 2 starting out badly as well. Once again, giving up full mount.
If he can make it out of this and keep it standing,
I will be both surprised and impressed.
I really would.
Third time
He's already impressed me already, okay? I'll be honest, he's impressed me.
Third time in this fight, he has
Give
been
the guy
mounted.
credit. Give him some credit. He took some bombs, he took some
short
kicks and got up.
elbows now. A few more big bombs. This is going to be over. It's clear. Mendez just has no idea how to escape. Just turns and bucks, and it works.
You know what's happening, Jimmy? Rodriguez is he's taking him lightly. I know he's trying to go for the knockout. I get it. He's trying to go for the highlight reel. But if you know you can finish it on the ground, and you want that W there.
Take the easy win every time.
Because Jawy's fighting that type of, like a zombie, right? He'll just, whatever happens, happens.
Rodriguez trying to counter as Jawy Mendez bowling forward with big power punches. You've seen this throughout 2 rounds. Just pulls forward with shots and then has to get his energy back.
Yeah, he's just chopping. And look, the kicks aren't even coming with any power. He's just exhaustion, pure exhaustion.
Remember, Rodriguez, this is his pro debut as well. He's feeling the nerves. You know, my advice, whenever someone is making their pro debut, I said, whatever you feel, take a third right off the top for nerves.
Yeah.
Whatever gas you think you have, you'll have a third less just from nerves. Both these guys, very, very tired, but it's Jawy Mendez who looks like
sometimes even when you walk into that tunnel, Jimmy, as you're making your debut, you're already exhausted.
Ugh.
You haven't even thrown a shot, but you're already tired.
It is the absolute
The
worst.
emotions, the adrenaline.
It's Mendez, who looks like he needs a second wind. Rodriguez taking the center of La Jaula. His activity level has certainly dropped. A few good combinations at the right time, and he could win this fight. But
Listen, he's made it to the second, man. I mean, gotta give credit where credit is due. Oh, he nearly caught him there. And Rodriguez smiling.
Jawy Mendez did not come in here to lose. That is for sure. He's given everything he has. You look at the numbers, they are one-sided in favor of Rodriguez.
He got heart. The man has a lot of heart, a lot of guts and grit. Can't take anything away from that.
Great man once said, guts will get you so far, then they'll get you killed. So you gotta have the technique to go with the guts.
Trying to spread some positivity here, Jimmy. Come on.
You are. My job to be the realist. That's what I'm doing.
But that's a rookie mistake. He's already hanging on to the cage, or La Jaula. Alan Arbella's just reminding him, you can't do that.
Rodriguez all over him with short punches. Where he's owned this fight is in the grappling exchanges.
And I think maybe this may be it.
Yeah, seatbelt position. His arm is trapped across his body. Mendez taking a lot of punches. He's still physically in it, but Rodriguez just wearing him down.
And there it is. There it is.
That is it. A TKO win for Johan Rodriguez. Talking a little bit of trash now that the fight is over.
And I don't know where Jawy, I don't think he knows where he is right now. He's a little wobbly there, very exhausted, a lot of exhaustion coming in. But look, my hat off to him. Made it to second round. He had a little moment there, right, when people were like, whoa, he might pull this one off.
Yep,
Credit to him.
Well, landed a big punch in round number 1, but the ground game, he is light years behind, easily mounted in both rounds, and finally ends up paying the price. Johan Rodriguez said this fight meant everything to me, my future, my family's future. He ends up with the victory. We'll make it official right after this. Welcome back to Combate Global. Into La Jaula we go to make it official. Beatriz Callis.
El tiempo oficial, 4 minutos y 6 segundos del round número 2. The official time, 4 minutes and 6 seconds of round number 2. And the winner, by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Johan Rodríguez.
Said he would do it for himself and his family. He did, the fighter from Colombia. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. Only 2 years older is Pablo Burgos, 26 years old. Look at the height advantage for Ramiro Jimenez. Also a 4-inch reach advantage. That could be significant. We're ready to go.
Welcome to Copa Combate. Bienvenidos a Copa Combate. Esta noche continuamos con mucha más acción con un premio especial. Tonight, we continue with much more action with a special prize. 2 vueltas de 5 minutos, 3 jueces, utilizando el sistema de 10 puntos. Este duelo en la división peso ligero this bout. In the lightweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Eliseo Rodríguez, Vicente Rodríguez, and Richard Green Sr. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global. Introducing the blue corner, en la esquina azul, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 144.6 libras, his official weight, 144.6 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 7 victorias. Tonight, he enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 7 victories. De sangre mexicana, Cali, Baja California, México, Ramiro, el Cachanilla Jimenez. Introducing the red corner, en la esquina roja, wearing blue, vestido de azul. Su peso oficial, 145.2 libras, his official weight, 145.2 pounds, con un récord profesional de 5 victorias y 2 derrotas, with a pro record of 5 victories and 2 losses. De Santiago de Chile, Pablo, el depredador Burgos. El referee, Raúl Porrata.
En estos momentos, obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Toquen guantes, regresen a su esquina.
We are just about ready to get underway. Copa Combate. Ramiro Jimenez in the
Buckle
black.
up.
Pablo Burgos in the blue, and here we go.
Oh, man, the nerves, guys. I'm telling you, it's so exciting. That quick finish, anyone can take it, but it's just an emotional roller coaster throughout the tourney.
If they are half as excited as Rodolfo Roman, they got butterflies in there right now.
Ooh, look at Burgos following up. You know, Burgos told me that since he's been training with Tito Castaño, he's been able to work on those angles, where it's very, very important against Jimenez, who's known for that flashiness and striking that he has training out of the Go Chat Academy. That's a good way of stopping Jimenez, getting him in the clinch, stopping his flow, his movement.
Big right hand! Could it be over early? Jimenez stunned by that shot. Couldn't have missed it.
Man! Woo. Beautiful right hand, guys.
And right now, if you're Jimenez, Alex, you're just trying to clear your head here and get back in this fight.
Yes, he's trying to knock off the cobwebs. I mean, Pablo Burgos has a 14-0 record in amateur kickboxing. We saw in his last fight he tried to wrestle, but now he's letting it fly, and it's working for him so far.
You know, sometimes that's exactly what you need in a tournament. Come out there with a different strategy. Jimenez right now, the kickboxer, back on his heels.
By the way, Jimenez is already bleeding from the nose. That really woke him up. It was a come to Jesus moment, guys.
It either woke him up or put him to sleep. That right hand was big. Pablo Burgos right now seeing everything go his way.
Now, but see, this is when it gets interesting, right? Because now we're up to the 2 rounds. If it would have been that first round, Burgos could be able to put it in neutral.
Oh, right hand.
Man!
This might be over soon. Drop for the second time in this fight. Jimenez hanging on. Wow. His undefeated record looks like it might slip away.
This is interesting. That's why I said, despite whatever the paper says, don't go by it, because anyone can win this tournament.
Alex, how surprised are you by this? Burgos coming in, striking, using the grappling when necessary, but this has been a kickboxing match.
Yeah, and this is definitely his biggest test so far. How can he handle it? How can he clear his head and really get back into this?
Burgos not giving any space at all to Jimenez to get back in it. Looking for a mat return to get back to the floor. Short uppercut again.
Yeah, and the pocket laying in those uppercuts from Burgos. Man, he has some dynamite in those hands.
And a reminder here, no open scoring. They will not know the score until the final bell. And I don't think that if there is, a judge necessary for this one.
But Jimenez, the firing back himself, guys. He's sent to be right back in the game.
And I think right now it's big for Ramiro to at least survive this round. If he can get it going, great. But I think if taking that time to really gather things together and get it together would be smart, because he's looking a little slow with that uppercut.
Nice uppercut, a couple of them in a row.
Yeah, he's been hearing what Christian Puas, the corner of Jimenez, is giving him tips. He says, fast, be fast.
Alex, we thought this would be exciting, but this first fight is absolute fireworks.
It's insane, and Ramiro generates a lot of power from that left side. We'll see if he'll be able to get that.
But guys, both these guys have been taking a lot of damage in this first round.
Shot to his knees goes Burgos, looking for the single leg. What a comeback. This would be nice uppercut again. Jimenez looking for the finish. Burgos struggling for the takedown.
Man, and we're not even done with the first. This is insane.
Minute 20 left in round number 1. Big mistake, almost giving up his back.
Guys, this is a lot of damage, though, that both these guys are taking in this opening round.
1 minute left in round number 1. Can you believe what you're seeing in this opening round? Wow.
This is what it's all about. Copa Combate, $100,000 on the line and mucho más acción. If this is your first time tuning in, bienvenidos.
Unbelievable fight so far. We thought it was striker versus grappler. This has been a war from the opening bell.
Man.
Anything could happen at this point.
Both
Fighting in the
guys
pocket.
slinging bombs. 34 seconds left in round number 1. Question now, if we do see a round number 2, is who's going to have that gas to finish strong? Because both these fighters have left everything in La Jaula in this first 5 minutes.
This is absolutely insanity.
In a tournament where you got to win 3 fights, these guys are fighting like this is a 1-round tournament. 10 seconds left in round number 1. Can you believe both of these fighters are finishing round number 1 on their feet? Wow!
Holy smokes.
Give us a second to recover from what we just saw.
Man, this is better than the alarm that wakes me up in the morning.
Unbelievable.
Let's take it in here. Box him, box him. Keep boxing him. It's just the exchange, and that right hand, guys, just took down Jimenez right down to the floor, and he was over position. Says keep moving the head movement. Then do whatever you want. Throw in those hooks. It doesn't matter, we go to the next round. Throw in those hooks, okay? We're gonna win. Boxing and jab. Boxing and jab.
Jimenez's corner wanting a little more technique, Alex, a little more head movement, a little more slickness from the kickboxer.
Yeah, some slickness will definitely come into play. He looked a little bit slow in that round. He might have woken up. Same with Pablo, though.
I mean, both these guys are just...
Start of round number 2. It is unbelievable. We're seeing it. Pablo Burgos in the blue, Ramiro Jimenez in the black.
And the fact that we're not getting that open scoring, right, to the end, that...
Oh, the suspense.
Man.
That's what it's for, though, the suspense that we're all feeling.
Oh, man.
And to your point, Alex, about Jimenez, you know, kind of being shell-shocked, I think he may have expected a grappling match. Suddenly gets hit with a big right hand, and it's a different fight.
And you got to remember that Pablo Burgos' coach, Pablo Villaseca, has competed in a Copa Combate before. So he definitely had some wise words for him coming into this fight.
Question might become who has the endurance, who has the grit to see it through to the end of round number 2 after round number 1 that I think both fighters thought this might be over soon.
Yeah, Jimmy, I just want to, you know, the fact that Jimenez has Puas in his corner, and if you recall what happened the last time that Puas was in competition, La Jaula, in that second round, his opponent's corner told him box him, and that's exactly what he did and knocked him out with a jab. Could we see the same here from Jimenez?
It looks like great job from that southpaw stance. The power left hand, Alex, right down the pipe. He's had success with it.
Yes, he's starting to land it, and when he starts to land it, it comes in bunches.
Not just singles. Look at the punches, almost identical, 13 to 14.
Great sprawl.
Wow.
Let's see if he has any headlock game, if he wants to go back to some stand-up.
Yeah, Burgos just threw in that desperate takedown.
From Burgos right now in round number 2, looking a little bit more worse for wear, a little bit more winded.
Yeah, the pace has been slowed down. I mean, after that 5 minutes of insanity.
I mean, who could keep that pace for 10 minutes? Nobody on earth. 1 or 2 fighters could.
Pablo needs to be very cautious here. You can see that energy definitely coming low. His guard is a little bit weak, and Jimenez using that sharp boxing as his corner told him.
A takedown from Jimenez, ending up on top.
This is where strategy comes into play.
Exactly. Make your opponent carry your weight just a little bit. Jimenez.
And this is a fight, guys. You don't want to leave it to the judges. You don't know what's going to happen. You have 2 rounds. That's it.
Such a short fight. And once again, success from that power side for Ramiro Jimenez in the black, undefeated at 7-0.
I think you nailed it when you said Pablo is looking a little bit more winded than Ramiro right now. We'll see if he's able to capitalize on those openings.
Yeah, the pace is there.
If you're a wrestler, you can wrestle forever. If you're a kickboxer, you can kickbox forever. This has been mostly a kickboxing battle. Jimenez, more experience with the kickboxing, seems a little bit more relaxed.
Way more, especially to get to the latter part of the fight, and we're seeing it right here.
Starting to see a little bit more head movement out of Jimenez as well.
Now he definitely paid attention to what his corner told him.
And 2 minutes left in an incredibly exciting fight. Campbell McLaren, El Jefe, sitting right by La Jaula, checking this all out. And this is what he means when he says, you go in there and you go to war, you're going to be back. That Combate Global, this is what he meant.
Can't make any mistakes. You saw Jimenez lose his footing, got down one to a knee. Luckily, he was able to recover, but Burgos could have caught him with a hook.
Yeah, either one of these fighters, you know, one takedown could ice this thing. Only a minute and a half left, and it's Jimenez trying to work the body lock right now.
And it's at this point of the fight where they're both
Jimenez
sweaty
gets
and
that
bloody.
back around. That could probably be the difference unless Burgos gets up right here, does something real quickly, and he sure does.
It's like he's listening to you, Rodolfo.
I guess so. He's queued up, Jimmy.
We are back to the feet in an absolute war. 1 minute left in round number 2. Ramiro Jimenez in the black, Pablo Burgos in the blue. Burgos almost getting a knockout in round number 1. Jimenez paid him back, almost got a finish at the end of round number 1. Round number 2, though, has belonged mostly to Jimenez. Man, I don't want to be a judge right now.
No, you don't.
So glad I have this job.
And don't leave your couch, because these last 20 seconds that are coming up is going to be insane. Oh, man.
Short punches from Burgos, trying to finish with combinations. Bullying Jimenez up against La Jaula.
They're going to go just all out right here, guys.
Yep, 15 seconds left. Attempt at the takedown. 10 seconds left. Who will finish strong? Jimenez going double leg. Physical pressure, attack to the end. Both of these fighters. Folks, this was the opening round fight. Can you believe it? tension
check
in
my
here
blood pressure.
palpable. Who will get the decision? We are all at the edge of our seats. Join us right after this. Welcome inside La Jaula, a fight that has lived up to the hype of this entire tournament, and it's the first one of the first round. Ramiro Jimenez in the black, Pablo Burgos in the blue. Who won it? Don't hold us in suspense.
After 3 rounds of much more action, 2 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 2 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. Los jueces Richard Green Sr. and Vicente Rodriguez turn in identical scorecards of 20-18. Y Eliseo Rodriguez entrega tarjeta de 19-19. Eliseo Rodriguez turning a scorecard of 19-19. And the winner by majority decision, el ganador por decisión mayoritaria, Ramiro Jimenez!
An unbelievable fight, majority decision. A record now 8-0, undefeated.